Oh boy. Oh jeez. Okay. Trying to like balance a lot of stuff once is not very enjoyable. Okay, then I'm gonna do all this. Sure, they've got one and the I'm good. There. That's it. Okay. Okay. Then just gotta turn that nice background stuff. Okay. Oh boy. I know seems like shite. Sometimes. Yeah, I am. Okay, where is... There it is. Okay. I take a deep breath in and out. I need to focus. I need to be in control. I need to think clearly. First things first, I'm not going alone. First thing, scoffs. Seemingly offended by the mere possibility that no one would be going with me. Oh, okay. This would be a second person story, by the way. Why things kind of go. Sometimes you'll find second person stuff now. Yeah, I screw up sometimes majorly. Oh. I have like 3 different things I need to balance now. She crosses her arms and idly taps her cheek with one finger. So you going in quick or taking the seat and key? Neither. Stayed up resolutely, making I'll stop moving like your toy that just ran out of power. Going to listen to requests and meet face to face, but you're not coming out. You and Techie are staying here. Oh shit. Okay. It's almost painful with the relief I feel when Al and Techie respond and sing. They're both responding exactly how I expect them to. He looks confused but accepts my decision. Her trust in me is explicit and always present, even if I haven't earned it. Al is barely able to restrain herself from bull rushing me. She looks like she wants to claw out my mouth for even daring to speak the words I have. Her flames threaten to run wild in anger. You gotta be friggin' kidding me, Miko. Al yells without restraint. That's stupider than dying your Ariello and calling yourself the next sun. You'd be jumping into fire without knowing if there was a way out. No matter what happens, we're going to be jumping into a fire here. I want to chop that. If I'm going to have a fire extinguisher, then I'd rather be back home, keeping people and things I care about safe. Fire extinguishers ain't got claws and breathe fire, you absolute ninny. Flames whisk out as Aho huffs in frustration. I get leaving Tech here, but I should be coming too. Tech can take care of things herself. They probably can. Techie chimes in, instantly reading a notebook while me and I'll argue. And a lot of amazing stuff, apparently. I remember doing any of it, I asked pointedly. Nope. Techie cheerfully responds before returning to reading her notebook. I turned back towards Aho, perhaps I'm getting a tad too smug. There you are. You're staying here to take care of the kids. Tex at the very least old enough to be a mother's great grandmother. I'll grouse, though I don't budge even a bit. Oh. Wait. And she's gone but seen now. I'll record all too slightly as I press forward. So we're all going to need you to buckle up, suck it up, and I'll make sure there's nothing to clean up when me and Tomo get back. Wait, what? Tomo's nervous voice sparks is being out of place in this and me and Al's fiery conversation. I grab onto it as I pull away from Al and turn to Tomo. You'll be coming with me. I say, put him up much more calm as I'm actually feeling the moment. You're the absolute best person out me here. While ignore the increasing heat reading off of Aho, I make sure to look at his reassuring response as possible as I look at Tomo. Fuck this wording, kill me. I woke up like barely 15 minutes ago. Because I woke up at 7 and was like, I can rest for a bit, go back to sleep for what I thought would be a bit, wake up 40 minutes later. You're becoming with me, I say, putting up a bit of time. You're the absolute best person to help me here. While ignore the increasing, he doesn't do anything as Tomo has quickly become a bundle of nervousness. Nico, I don't know if you realize, but I'm just about the worst person you could bring. When it comes to these people, I'm about as useful as a sword without a sheath. That doesn't make the sword useless. I tilt my head, whatever analogy the ghost is aiming for, flying straight past me. Look, it just means I'm basically useless against these crap people. Tomo voices raised an octave. Seriously, what do you think I can do? Throw a nice catalog of IKEA furniture at them? No. That is an IKEA. Fuck, I like that line. I like how basically Tomo is a boomer here, but she's a boomer because using terms that we would all know, that just makes it fun. Oh, you're definitely amazing with that mop. I tastefully ignore Aho's strained laugh. I need you to do you the most right now because you know Zen better than everyone else. What the hell are you? Tomo mid-question puts her face to her hands and lets out a loud moan that sounds like she's woken up after a particularly bad hangover. Oh my god. I'm a young Zokai here. Besides a literal child, I know more about the city than the person who's lived here their entire life. How'd I get insult to that? His gruff voice adds conversation. Good. Tomo looks actually a bit proud when she says that. Yeah, likely can't read worth a damn thing. I think you got the strongest ability of all, knowing when you're being insulted. And you got the most used ability of all, being dead. All got off. You're the girl who died before she hit 30. Come on, guys. I try not to let my words. Fucking typing. It is the enemy of everything, isn't it? You're the two who put onto me how serious it is. Is this really the time to argue? And take me instead of her. I found out quickly and sure Al's responses. She admitted herself that she'd be basically useless. So how about you change your mind and just take me already? Hello, third fanboy. Is Toho hard too, or is it just a skill issue for you? Toho, from what I heard among the shoot 'em up community, is actually easier usually. I would suggest if you're going to play a Toho game to play that was like relatively easy, I'd probably suggest to you either 6, 7, or 8. Probably 8. 8 is one of the easiest games in the series. That's Imperishable Night. It's definitely got its hard parts to it, but overall it's one of the easier games with some very good teams and characters you can use that will very much carry even a mediocre player far in. And some Toho games are very difficult. Lunatic Kingdom is particularly notorious as being one of the hardest Toho games, period. Having played a bit of it myself, yes, it is incredibly difficult. Though that one does work off of a checkpoint system, so you get as many tries as you want to not suck. It'll still be decent, very hard though. Still be very, very hard. Also, hello. Nice to see you. I'm reading out my story post fantasy right now, so I can remember what the hell happened before I stopped writing for a while. That way I can actually write, you know, yeah. Saw videos of the first Toho game, and it was completely different because it resembled Arkanoid more than Shmup. You almost threw the series into the dump until you saw the 7 games. So, yeah, no, first game is by far the most different game of the entire series, hilariously so. But yeah, Zoom quickly changed where the game series was going, and then we got Toho, which is good stuff. Now, I wouldn't normally agree with the Dragon common uses, but I totally am. Tomo shrugs her shoulders. Being able to read isn't exactly a great reason to bring you over here. Over her. Oh, Jesus, mother's on toast. Ugh, sneezing sucks. Toho as a series honestly when I played it, it's fun. I've enjoyed Toho a lot, and I think that it's surprisingly good stuff. Like, the world is already interesting enough to me that I love it and wrote this giant fucking story about it. But the actual gameplay is fun too. Extremely niche, unfortunately. Yeah, unfortunately. Toho really manages to expand because of fan-made content and stuff. Like, if you're like, hey, I want to play a Toho, I don't know, business management simulator, that exists. There's a fan game of that. So yes, there's a lot of stuff for people to just find. Oh, geez, gonna stop sneezing? Oh no, I'm gonna sneeze again? Yeah. Funny enough, I Oh my god, not again. Nope, okay, survived. Funnily enough, for myself personally, I learned about, my Touhou journey also started because of Undertale, but in an odd way. So, do you know the song Bad Apple? It is an incredibly popular Touhou song with a really popular animation. I stumbled across a Undertale version of the animation, because, yes. Then I got curious and was like, wait, this is a fan thing? This isn't original? Okay. I wonder what this is part of. Looks it up. Huh, this looks really cool. What's this Touhou thing? And then the rabbit hole consumed me, for it was actually the Maw of a Beast. I resist surge, squirm, and hide away from tumbling Ahu's gazes. It's incredibly hard because the points they bring up aren't bad ones. Ahu would be incredibly helpful in fight, and Tomo could show us on the map where to go. But still, this could be a trap, of course. Yeah, it's quite a relatively popular meme song, although the majority doesn't know it's from Touhou apparently, but you didn't know about Bad Apple. Yep. I find it very I got into Touhou thanks to the fan works, and I somehow stumbled my way through the wiki and a lot of other stuff and TV tropes, and I was like, wait, what's Touhou? Looks into everything. Man, this is fucking interesting. Actually plays the game for once instead of being purely a secondary. I love it. It is the best. We must have more. The two respond in sync with each other, and that's why it's even more important that Ahu stays here and Tomo comes to me. Deep breath in and out. My chest feels heavy like a weight has been chained to it. Those weights have always been there. I'm only just starting to notice it, that's all. If it is a trap, then I should definitely come with you. Ahu speaks calmly. You're just a human, so if you get caught in a trap, you got the most to lose. What if it's a trap that's sprung in the shrine? What if it's a trap that's sprung at the shrine, or the shrine and at the place we're meeting? I push forward. And if we're already taking a step in this conversation, Teki and Igai need to be kept safe. If there's an ambush or attack at the shrine while we're away, Aho, do you really think the three we leave behind will be able to survive? We wouldn't. But with me and Aho's jump study as Teki speaks, Samurai notebook shout. Igai isn't able to fight. I'm so partially injured last night and couldn't fight very well if we were attacked, and Tomo according my notes isn't strong enough to protect us. Even as Teki shrugs her shoulders, her wings flutter violently. That seems very likely. Honestly, I'd be totally up to see, like, how a lot of people got into Touhou. Because it's such a invasive species of a franchise, to put it simply. Touhou ends up being this thing where it's like, yes, I got into Touhou thanks to this fan game. I got into Touhou thanks to this doujin. I got into Touhou thanks to this doujinshi. I got into Touhou thanks to the games. I got into Touhou thanks to the manga. I got into Touhou thanks to the music. I got into Touhou, like, there is so many different ways to get into Touhou because it has infested the internet in such a way where you will find it. It will find you. But, like, I think one of the earliest Touhou things I ever heard and didn't realize was Touhou in the slightest was the Get Down Winterland, whatever the fuck that is. You know that meme song. And that was like, I didn't register at the time that was based on anything. So like I didn't look into it, but like that, yeah, that's Touhou. That's another Touhou thing. Infested the universe. You cannot escape it. There you have it. My voice stutters for a moment as I take in Teki's words. She sounded far too clinical when speaking of her own death for my liking. You want the best odds for everyone? You need to say the shrine, Ahu. Ahu's red eyes shine upon me, seeking to gain another answer, another solution besides one I've suggested. She opens her mouth a few times, quickly sobbing before she says anything each time. Her raincoat flares between a solid yellow and a blazing red would be better than fire. Switching rapidly but seamlessly. Fine. The worst to me is some kind of poison to her. Taking a physical effort to say that exceeds any test of strength I've seen her gone through before. Just promise me to come back safe. Of course, I don't actually get to finish speaking though, as I'll interrupt me by shutting out one of her hands to me like she wants a handshake. Then instead of an open palm welcoming another, it's a closed fist only, and the pinky finger extended down. Words ain't enough. I'll speak so me with Frosty. I don't think I've seen this. I spoke to her after killing a guy. It's a fuck me. I like it because it's cute, but I dislike it because I'm using the Japanese term. I'm gonna do any small Touhou games, other game playthroughs anytime soon. Maybe once you finish Azure. Go 2 is a big jump in terms of everything to get used to. You might want a breather, maybe. I'm thinking putting it maybe on Steam Sleepy Steam Surfing, maybe third. That's where I'm gonna play a lot of just one-offs and stuff, and kind of taking my time because those are the days where I'm like really tired usually, which is why it's Sleepy Steam Surfing. I want to go through and enjoy just simple stuff. But yeah, I would totally be up for playing Touhou on those streams. I think it'd be fun. It's a UB Kiri. I promise that means you'll follow through. I'll be beating the other hell up. It's a pinky promise. Touhou sounds like she just met God and learned he ate all the cupcakes. UB Kiri. I made a heart for mistake of being friends with the man-child. If the absent strong's around, we're doomed. I'm saying God just punched her in the gut repeatedly. Touhou was wheezing Touhou was even wheezing like so. I don't know why I came up with that line. She's just met God and learned he ate all the cupcakes. Like, I don't know where that came from, but that's not bad. Honestly, I'm not that good at Touhou games. Like, I cleared, what was it? I cleared 6, not too much problem. I never cleared 7. 8 took me a long time to clear with a certain team. 9, I tried and was like, yeah, this isn't really my flavor. I've tried some of the other ones, and I haven't really beaten a lot of them. Because I get disinterested. Subterranean Animism, I want to finish, but God. Oh, it's so hard, and the characters and the team-ups you can use for that are shite. It's a Monarchan tradition of you fake cat. Now barks back, your face aglow from the flare of fire coming from her raincoat. She turns back to me, looking only almost completely unbothered by it now. Her being very shit. So you're gonna properly promise me? I only hesitate for a moment as I intertwine my pinky with hers. I'll promise that I'd come back safe. Honestly, the gesture doesn't mean much to me. I'll do my best to come back safely had I'll request that I do so or not. But the pinky promise and my words seem to carry a weight off of Alwa's back. Her flames come down completely and her entire body relaxes as she releases tension I had not noticed building in her before. Hello, saying you're a good day. Are you hallucinating? No, I'm getting told there's 2 viewers too. I'm very confused as well, but hello, person who's invisible. Unless you're a bot, in which case, why are you botting this channel? Seriously, this channel? This channel. Botting this channel. Good. Is it Clips VH? Probably not. He's not on Discord right now, so it's probably not him. I would do my best to come back safely at all regrets, but the pink promise on my own words. Good. I'll check on the kid. Make her she's doing all right and stuff. Kyle says, you're releasing the grip around my finger, stuffing her hands in her pockets. Come on, Tech. Dragging calls of Harry, she turns away. Don't think they'd like to hear about the chance of dying or anything. She shut the book of yours and she can walk with me. They intentionally closes the notebook, her cheeks puffed out. I wasn't gonna do that. Why would I walk? It's so much more fun to fly. Despite her complaints, Techie does stop flying and starts walking beside. Oh, the two move quickly enough to move around the bend before long. The conversation quickly becoming lost to me. Anyway, yeah, can you imagine someone botting this channel? This small bloody channel? Like, that'd be hilarious. It's like, hello, I decided to bot you. And so you're like, why? What is your purpose with this? Do you have a 5-year plan? Sorry, I didn't finish eating before I got here. Now it's just me, Tomo. That might as well be an invitation to kill myself and the sun looking down on everything that's happening. Actually, with Tenru, that could be literal. Something to worry about when everyone I care about isn't at a mean risk of getting killed. I'm still going to be super useless, you know? Tomo having recovered from her divine revelation and God's cupcakes eating habits, wines. Oh, we're both useless. Does that make us useful together? I laugh a little at my own joke. It's not funny, but just needs an outlet of some kind. Yeah, as usual with that freaking pinky promise. Tomo sighs as she walks up to me and clearly grabs the letter in my hand. Only a little put off by the rudeness of the action, but I can't really bring myself to mind too much. Today's been very stressful, and I again begin to imagine how much worse it is for Tomo after having to deal with me the last night. Sorry, I say automatically. Done a lot for me and everyone last night. A lot for me and everyone last night and this morning. Honestly, don't want to come, I understand. Tomo moves slightly as I speak, unsure which way to go as she reads the letter. She looks up from the letter, stares blankly at me. You're being an idiot. She shows her arm dismissively, the sleeve slightly too big for her flapping about. Like, I really freaking hate having to fight those yokai killing asshats. There, Tomo's face scrunches up and she looks back at the letter. They're bad. If they're after you, it doesn't really matter what I want. You can phase out reality at this point and still be in danger. The best thing to do is be a good Samaritan and help you out. Then it's my fault. And not suddenly. I was expecting much. If I didn't seek you out originally, you'd be safer right now. I've been on a run from these scrubs for a long time, Miko. Don't let out a dry humorous laugh. And I'm pretty sure even if we hadn't met, I'd gotten tangled up in this mess. Because guess what? What, I ask? Why did she laugh when I say that? I'm genuinely confused right now. The place the Creo wants to meet is in the same part of the city where I live. That's a coincidence. I'm going to have to eat my hood and start looking ugly. Don't really sound upset. Is that a good thing, or... Jeez, Tom, you're sending some real mixed signals here. Okay. I'm really sorry. Sorry, I'm still eating and stuff because, timing. But meanwhile, young ladies, I think might be more interesting than you first thought. Who says, smiling at an absolute loon. If you want, we could definitely do something more than playing on their terms. No, Tomo's knowledge would definitely be helpful. We'll stick with the plan we've got. Don't take any unnecessary risks here. Trying to subvert things here seems like a bad idea when so much is at stake. Okay, but you aren't just going out without a gear, right? Tomo gestures well, all of me. Average nice all, but you got anything to help bring in the big guns? I could bring some more food, and though I don't say it aloud, I'll bring that little furnace. The throwing knives and needles could be helpful. Bringing them around would be a clear sign I want to fight first and foremost. Ah, so you're Nick T, and you recently started prepping for university, so you so you couldn't catch my Azure stream, so she back to regular few rigs. I see. Preparing for university is a good reason to have to stay back. Even if university can be pain and suffering. Tomo just as well to on me. I honestly, part of me just wants to bring thing, but I can't really put words into eyes. Okay. Tomo draws out a response, confusing me. So we're not gonna do any sneaking. Your best friend you're gonna bring is just gonna give some paper cuts. Tomo says heavily. Is somebody got a real plan when they try to make it us me blame is? Yeah, of course I do. I definitely have a plan. I'm not just totally winging this entirely. Because when I woke up this morning, I was certain I'd be facing off against an organization that Zed said I'm possibly killing me. Yeah, that was my mindset when I woke up. So you don't have one. I almost want to fade from existence at Tomo's statement of fact. She, on the other hand, looks like she wants to find a particularly delicate bone in my body and fracture it. I don't have the heart to look at Tomo as I keep talking. Well, I do have one. It's just the best I can come up with on such a short notice. Doubt is almost curt response. Yeah, I rolled back my head trying to wipe away some of my nervousness. I'm sure you believe me when I don't actually explain, right? Yep. Tomo floats to be in front of me, nor am I by intent to hide my ever-reddening face from her. It's until you've actually explained how the heck you're going to do anything, you might as well just run into the lake without any diving gear. Counterattacking Amano Jaku Ying changed when I thought the law had changed my primary fragment to the Amano Jaku's one. In one of my hands appears a surprisingly small purple and black cloth sack in a checkerboard style. Looks like something you might see an ancient thief carrying around when robbing houses. Alan raises an eyebrow inside his leaf. You're gonna beat them with an ugly looking sack? If that's your plan, we really should just bring the dragon and swing her around instead. No, I wave my hand somewhat frankly, rapidly reaching a sack on instinct. Look, I've got a plan. It's cheat item V2. And though it feels like there's nothing in the sack, I still managed to wring out a small out of the small opening. Okay, yeah. Tomo jumped back in surprise and was ready to run. Looking ready to run makes a good deal of sense. I too would be afraid if I saw someone pull out a conveniently large yellow bomb with a white ribbon wrapped around it. Especially when the fuse was clearly lit. Holy sh! Is that a fucking bomb? The reasonable reaction to anyone pulling out a fucking bomb. Without worry, I quickly stuffed the bomb back in the sack. How does it fit inside so easily? And close the thing up. A few seconds later, we can hear a distant explosion from within the sack. This tension doesn't quite dissipate right away as me and Tomo stand awkwardly, both unsure what to say or do next. I'm thankful when Tomo finally breaks the silence by turning her throat. Miko, we're not blowing up the city. That's not what I was going to suggest, I hiss, feeling a blush on my face approaching supernova levels. I wasn't expecting to pull that out. Seriously, what kind of cruel joke was it when I reached for something in a sack I'd pull out? Why, that's clearly super dangerous. So aside, making sure I pull out something that isn't a freaking bomb, I reach the sack. There's a rummage through, how much piece I've only seen her pull off into my fights moves away from me. This time though, I don't pull out a weapon of war, but instead take out an umbrella I've used once before. Is that just a bag of holding that changes each time you pull something out? There's not like a gun in there or something, right? I can't help but let it annoy Huff when Tomo mentions the possibility of pulling a gun out of the sack. Bullets aren't tied to Damaku. I couldn't just shoot someone with a real bullet and call it Damaku. That'd be stupid. I don't know if that's funny for people who don't know about Toho, because yes, you can. Mobile characters just use effectively gun bullets as Damaku, and it's hilarious. No, this is one of the passive skills I get with this fragment. Lets me pull out a couple different sheet items. Don't cooldown, but these is really strong. I say with a bit of pride in place of the original yokai this fragment belonged to. It really is an amazing skill. Teleportation is a hot commodity in Zen that everyone wants because of course people want it. The Jizo lets me make a single mistake, and in the heat of battle seems to spell the end for me. The frag wasn't the most useful. I thought the umbrella was better overall, but being able to avoid any attack isn't something I say no to. Probably wouldn't use the bomb though. I was reassured by the fragment that it couldn't kill anyone. I really only wanted to use it as a last resort. And I can do this. Rebellion. Is it cruel to show all the skill like this? From my perspective, nothing has actually changed. Tomo and I are still standing quite clear on the ground. But so the fragment so helpfully informs me a lot has changed for Tomo. There's two different ways to express rebellion. The first is literally flip the position of things and people. You have someone move left when they go right and up when they go down. Other applications for doing another's perspective. That for them, left becomes right and up becomes down, but the actual world around them doesn't change at all. Hold on. I got clothes in a bloody washing machine I need to put into a dryer. Hold on, let me just get that stuff. Okay, sorry about that. Sorry. Bloody clothing needs to get dried and stuff. Real life getting in the way of streaming forever. When shall I get rid of this mortal form and be capable of streaming 24/8? Someone looks incredibly confused as soon as I use Rebellion. Hesitantly, she tries to take a step forward, but ends up moving back. Her face twists in confusion as she slowly tries to move around, getting used to the changed sense of perspective. Okay, this is really trippy. The ghost looks down on the ground. Like, if I fly up, does that mean I'm going down, or... With an admittedly unneeded snap of my fingers, I give Tomo back her normal perspective of the world. You cannot deny that it's a tad surprising Tomo didn't immediately land on her face when I did so without warning. Instead, it took a good 2 seconds for her face to start meeting ground. As he walks out, I don't laugh. So I don't laugh when I look at her, see her look of surprise. It was only an joke when Tomo gets up quickly when I punched her computer in 2. Right, he says, doesn't drive off. I knew that the asshole's got it. There's a pause as Tomo blinks. It doesn't include me, by the way. Yeah, got it. Awkwardly answer. Does that mean she's not an asshole, or that she isn't including the assholes I can use rebellion on? Probably shouldn't voice that question. I shake my head and try to look as confident as possible. So with these skills, I'll be able to fit into any situation. And with rebellion, I can certainly pull off some neat tricks. If I ever use this fragment in a fight, even in a Maku duel, doesn't seem to bind my big grin, wide eyes, and cocksure stance. I mean, she's right not to, but I was hoping I could at least make her feel a bit better in this situation. No. I've used a strong way from Tomo's gaze at his attempt to drill through my body. If I work with describing his instincts and some memories, I'm sure it'll go well. Well, those memories were causing you issues, Tomo asks, a curious look on face. I'll open my mouth to respond, bro, as I don't actually have an easy answer to Tomo's question. But thinking about it, I'm sure that I can use the memories to make myself better in combat. I knew that the skill that lets me not be confused by memories was improved, but I can't remember how it became better. Maybe it was last night? It was. There's an answer, but it's not anymore. The memories don't help me now. I know it. No one stares at me a moment. I let her slide with relief when she just shrugs her shoulders instead of saying anything demeaning. Fine. Don't end up wasting my time, but that's fine. Oh, my mistake. No one just need to get a deep breath in before she started to complain. Let's go fight people who use dead ghosts as toothpaste with their wacky bag of terrorism. Was this before or after I started streaming fucking trails? I think it was after I started streaming trails, so that's something. Okay. Then we start to gently float away with the other hand, moving to the place I presume we are to meet with the cradle. It's not bag of terrorism, I shouted quickly as I currently moved to walk next to her. My pace was nervous, my heart was unsure what was going to happen next as I kept walking with Tomo. But would we come out of this having taken the first step of victory or the last step of our defeat? Fucking almost an hour to read through this. Like, At least where Tomo lives is strange. I talked briefly with all about it, but I never did go into the greater details of the place. That's because I honestly don't have much to think about. Didn't have much to think about before all of this started. The buildings all look the same, the exact same. At least from the outside, there's no way to tell the difference between any of them. The person had copy-pasted each one from a computer. Maybe that was more low than I thought. Center achieved amazing things before, so why couldn't they bring a building into existence with ease? Doesn't make sense to the place where me and Tomo walk right now. Then it makes sense that each step I take makes me unsure if I'm moving forward, going back where I came. Tomo did move confidently forward, I was following her, but if I lost sight of the ghost, I'm not sure I'd be able to find her again. Wait, I could just call her name and she'd be back. I'd be laughed at by her, though, if I didn't keep calling her name over and over again like a lost kid. Heck, now I can't help but think how unbelievably lucky it is I ended up finding Tomo the first time. Maybe it was something more than mere luck that let me find her? I don't have an answer for that. How did I already lose track where it was? Jeez. I don't have an answer for that, but I'm hoping if there was some greater force or reason I was able to meet Tomo that would help us right now. So you can go invisible, right? I asked as I double check my Afuda. They were supposed to be able to carry power on them. I read that throwing them could do something. I don't really know how throwing paper is damaged, but I hope that Teki's notes are right that it will do something. The only answer that now, Tomo turns back to me, looking absolutely exhausted. We're like 12 steps away from where we need to be making it to these screw-ups. I just thought to ask now. I hate the feeling blood rushing my cheeks. I should have asked this before, but it just never occurred to me. And I thought we were a few blocks away still. It's an exaggeration, you freaking maiden. No more answers. Also, BT dubs, I can turn it completely invisible. You should remember, out of everyone, you know, I'll always have the coolest skills and abilities. What? What does BT dubs mean? The lot of ego on display would normally take me off my game, but honestly, I'm just more confused trying to figure out what the heck Tom was trying to say. Tom opens her mouth, closes it, opens it again, but faster, and then looks like she's dying inside. I wonder if Tom was capable of dying again if she's feeling strong enough emotion. Did I accidentally kill her if I embarrassed her enough? That's a slightly horrifying thought. You know, sometimes I forget how much of an old school girl you are, Tom sighs. Oh, come on. Time to do the world's most dangerous IRL meet up. The place we were requesting to meet up is a bitter little corner. The place that, according to Tomo, was about as unimportant as every other place in this area. Besides where she lives. She was very insistent on that point. As we're approaching, the entire bouncy tenses. Thousands of thoughts, quick and brief, fly through as I wonder what will happen. What will I do? Should I accept a monster of a person when we round this corner, or a perfectly normal human? The answer is both disappointing and incredibly worrying. There's no one there. No one's waiting around the corner and incredibly eye-catching get up or trying to blend in as best they can. Just the empty space where a person should be. Memories, ego plus. I fucking want to die. I'm gonna rewrite this entire fucking story probably definitely at some point, because Jesus Christ, there's so much to improve. Okay, keep going. Even though I have fantasy where almost everyone, even something important, could fly, people didn't look up often. So I think Amano Jock could like to surprise people hiding right above them before making a dramatic reveal. Eh? Where the heck is this jobber supposed to be? First time he's supposed to be easy, so where are they? I literally crane my neck up to look while Tomo continues to look on the ground. Not too far above us. You're much higher than this building. He's a woman. You gotta make out what she's wearing where I am, because she's almost directly above me and Tomo. I can at least tell it's odd. Some kind of cape-like thing flops in the air, and her pants have pockets? Not the normal amount of pockets, though, mobile and even some far down on her legs. None of the details about her clothes are lost from here. I can see that her hair is long and purple. I guess I should be surprised at this point by weird hair colors. That fucking got retconned. But I guess what I heard about Newton's cradle, the people part of it would look more normal, not less. Up, I shout, worrying, concerned my voice. Wow, you can tell I'm tired, can't you? Like, I cannot put any, like, I'm just failing to put any emphasis into anything at all. Like, ooh. There we go. Okay, sorry. Blurring my eyeballs. I move quickly, utilizing Ghost to move backwards. At least I get far enough away that I don't have to look directly up to see the woman. I catch someone cursed up a light going right instead of left. Perhaps it would have been a good idea to go left, since then she could have faced through the building there. The blood is rushing. You know, nothing has happened, it's rushing. It's rushing because of what hasn't happened. The woman hasn't moved an inch. She's perfectly still in the air, looking down at us. Not moving closer, moving further away, and not even having a gall to emote at all. She was like a statue that had been built in the air. The only sign she might be alive was her cape flipping about, and even then it could be mistaken as someone vandalizing a statue. I let a flicker of power of Damaku appear in my hands in reflexive preparation for a fight. But no, not now. Nothing has happened yet. I forced that instinctual action away and forced my breathing to slow down to a more reasonable pace. I only know that Tomo has completely disappeared from sight. Hopefully she's not planning on doing anything stupid. Standing still, ready to run and fight at a moment's notice, and Tomo will completely out of sight. I wonder what should be happening now. The letter I received hadn't exactly been polite. I held at least a little expectation that whoever he tried to my throat and play jump rope with it. A motionless statue of a person probably should have been a possibility I thought of with an entire group focused on the solid and provable. Maybe. Liar. For the first words here from a local statue that's probably going to go on the list of expected and humbling and warranted. It's not even a good distance away, and still hear the voice clearly. Like an upset mother or grumpy aunt. It's proving your actions when they haven't told you what you've done wrong. She doesn't say anything else or move from her position in the air. The expectation here of actually having a conversation. Well, then I take a deep breath, deep gulp of air. Must wake up, can't wake up inside, can't wake me up, oh yeah. Okay, keep going. Doesn't say anything else or move from position or there's an expectation here of hey, I shouted at the top of my lungs, unwarranted confidence for bit for my grubbing. Isn't it kind of rude to call someone a liar without telling them what they're lying about? I need comments right now. I don't have any of myself sallies. Hopefully the fragment will mind if I borrow some. Or a lot. Or not to drown in. Certainly can appreciate the silence that meets my question. It gives the woman an imposing presence that screams control or confidence or claim. Enough so that giving me a response would probably come across as weak or something. You lie about who you are and what you are. That can't be forgiven. Lie about what? That I'm a girl? Sure, I'm not the most feminine person, but there's no reason to insult me like that. I strike back. How quiet things are, I can even hear her tongue without a minute chuckle for a second. Is still not moving. Still not moving. What does that mean? What can it mean? She is so calm that she doesn't think of me or Tomo as threats? Is there a secret technique she has that works best when she's perfectly still? Or maybe she's not even here and it's not using a tech to act like she is. I don't care how horrible you are. I only care that you're gone. Yeah, that's where the raised eyebrow. She told you to see it too. Hey, should be received. No, the same isn't. So a high-tech full-armored human should be able to do the same. Because what she just said doesn't make a whole lot of sense with what I was talking about Newton's Cradle not too long ago. Cancer only? Organization dedicated to touring all fancy? That just sounds wrong. You only make this request once. You and your freaks leave the city forever within the hour or die. It's interesting how cold her voice is when talking about this. I still have no idea what I've actually done to upset her other than existing, but that would be in line with what I know about Newton's Cradle. I know the fragment would admire her contradictory reactions if it wasn't so annoying for me. Yeah, we're not doing that. I barely mentioned the press jumping and launching barrage of Danaku when I hear the voice coming from my left. Even in this situation, I meant to be embarrassed I didn't instantly recognize Tomo's voice. Seriously, what's with this thought? Kind of like the idiots from the Cradle I've seen before. They're always the shoot twice, never ask never types. Fuck. Someone doesn't hold back, does she? Sometimes when I'm reading this stuff, I disconnect so hard from that I wrote it. Like there is a strong disconnect for me about like I wrote this stuff sometimes. Like that just I just like almost I feel like, nah, I didn't write this. Read it. Oh, I need to change this. But you didn't write it, didn't you? No, I did write it. Why are you like this then? I don't know. I gave a quick glance at her, wanted to see if she's learned how movement works, but thankfully she doesn't seem to reach that stage of mental development yet. Really? I was as far as I can in the direction that where Tomo's voice is coming from? I kind of thought she wasn't fitting the descriptions. Didn't even push this in a direction good for us, or is fighting just something we'll have to deal with? I don't voice it, but I'd love to not fight. Both because I don't feel confident I could win, and because I was definitely going to lose. Oh god, I should have fought more. Maybe then I wouldn't be going to this like a kid tossed into the deep end of a pool. I wouldn't exactly pull money into talking this out. Might as well just hurry and beat her up and then talk. Is it strange I can feel Tomo shrugging her shoulders even though I can't see her? I feel like that's strange. Then again, with how things are, I don't think I'm in the correct position to judge what is and isn't strange. Speaking would be a better action than silence. I swear I can see the glint coming off the woman's eyes even from this distance. Perhaps I shouldn't allow you to take any action at all. I have usually to be patient in this scenario, so I demand you hurry and choose. Since we're fighting, I repeatedly slam her with a chair. Like, sure, it's gonna be made of Damaku, it's still gonna feel like a chair hitting her. Except it hurts her soul and her head, Tomo hopefully whispers to me. Fuck, okay. It'll hurt your soul and your head. Yeah, okay, Tomo. Well, Jesus, guys. Okay. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. What? No, not right now. I hear the frustration. Look, let's actually handle this. How the heck am I supposed to handle an angry statue? The thing that comes to mind you now is trying to talk her down. There's no way that this isn't just a huge misunderstanding. I know for sure, but somehow this feels really off. This must be some kind of misunderstanding. You said that twice to me. Fuck. I hate... I don't even know what lie I've told that this lady is talking about. I'm sorry to ask, but are you sure I'm the person you're looking for? I shrug my shoulders. Can she even see me from up there? The building we're next to must be at least 50 meters tall, if not a bit taller. Actually, can she even hear me? Most mid-tier installs would let normal citizen hear me from where she is, but she doesn't seem to register a single thing me or Tomo has said. Tell my hands around my mouth like a makeshift megaphone. I yell, "Hello? Can you hear me? I think you got the wrong Shrine Maiden." My voice echoes off in the vacant road, carrying my voice far with energy that I can't quite say is honest. I fucking use that phrase too much, god damn it. It's actually a bit of a shock when the lady moves, showing that she is indeed not a statue. Of course, when her movement is just reaching her pocket and lowering just enough that I can see she's rather sacked, I can't write off that she's just a busty automaton. But despite the movement, I don't hear response. Oh, I do hear response, but just from the wrong person. Miko, we don't got time to talk, Tomo says from behind, obviously frustrated. Now listen, I'm thinking I go float on up, give her an old knock on the head to send her down, then you plant the bomb, it goes boom, and we're back to the shrine before noon. Tomo, please. After you the film is both using I eyes off the lady in the sky even as I speak. I just know we're missing something here. If we try to attack now, all we do is burn a bridge might need to cross. Miko, that bridge is already on fire, we're never gonna end up using it. Let's just... How could I be wrong? I can't help it. I jump in surprise on fire, seeing a Damaku shot to my left when I hear the lady's voice coming that direction. From the green Damaku chair that is launched in the same direction, it's safe to say that I'm not the only one surprised. Afraid that I was started, I quickly returned to looking up at the sky, and the lady saw exactly where she was before. But her voice... I can still hear her voice. You're normal, you can't be. First is from the left again. I told you before, the hate had to be from you, from the right, but that's literally a wall, so how... Gathering up allies, and they're so strong too. But she hasn't moved, and you're like she's talking me to put away from me. Then you had a kid. You shouldn't have a kid, she's so normal, you're making her... like you, and you took the shirt you knew and still know. That line toe clips, and it is very fucking... I get it, and it's like, it's funny out of fucking context. And it's funny right now still, because it doesn't... I haven't given the context, I remember the context, but fuck. Oh, that's just fun. That's fun. Yeah, I'm deciding. What shirt is she talking about? This is sounding more like an insane person's rambling anything coherent. How am I supposed to discern anything from this? Wrong, can't be right. It's another poison. Stop lying, you know the truth. It's distraction isn't die. There's a chatter from a single person keeps coming from all directions. Nothing good, nothing I can work with, and worst of all, still no answers. How is she doing this? Sending curse all the time, so only half listens to Medi's ramblings about the newest installs and other technology. Please listen, I shout over the wind scattered voice. We just want to talk, so please let's talk. This is the most I've heard her voice since the meeting, and what I'm hearing sounds scared. Her words are hard and cynical, but I'm sure are those words enough to also voice confusion and doubt. Miko! Honestly, shouldn't have been shocked when it happened. The letter so ominous and the meaning so cold, I should have seen it coming. While I didn't see or notice the brilliant magenta laser appear behind me, Tomo certainly did. The moment when the laser is fired, with a distinct sound before it reaches me, I'm pushed to the ground. I feel the heat from the laser as it passes over my head. The lady's voice reverberates even louder now. Along in Gaffney's different sentences, a single sentence blares out over and over again. Stop and disappear. I see the laser's color ebbing all around us before I see the first one fire. Me and Tomo quickly scramble to our feet as lasers start randomly appear around us. With seemingly no pattern, one fires above us and leaves a scorch mark of the building to her left. Miko! Tomo shouts as I look at her, now visible once again, on the edge between panicking and ready to fight. Yeah! As only spawn as we both take a quick look toward the sky, this lady who's no longer simply a statue. She bobs in the air, circles with intricate designs float near her. For my part, I grab the yin orb, turn back, and pull out from it a cheat tool. Pulling out the umbrella, I let memories of flying float through me and fold into the instincts needed for this. A first-time event for me, but a familiar everyday occurrence long ago in the land of fantasy. We went on arguing and words could not solve the issue. There was one guaranteed way to settle things. Warning, warning, warning. Entering spell card duel. Challenger. Mental interface loading. Construction complete. Displaying spiritual power participants. Legal spiritual power. Spiritual power. Someone in the sea, recovering from an embarrassing encounter with the equivalent of the homeowner of the place, Keoli looked upon the blaring system, warning of what was occurring. At about a stage, she voiced her first thoughts distinctly upon viewing the challenger of Miku's first ever spell card duel. God damn it. The umbrella is a strange tool. I can't but think that it kind of overlaps with the fabric as both are primarily used to dodge projectiles. Of course, each has their use in different situations. The fabric was like a perfect shield. With it, I could evade literally any attack. The umbrella couldn't do the same, but by moving around the battlefield with it, I could find myself in better positions. Go up! I shout, hoping Tomo catches on as I wipe my eyeballs from sleepiness. Oh, please. I shouted Tomo, hoping Tomo catches on as I take the umbrella and gently create tearing rowdy. He's got an the creepy void to step through and shoot! I barely managed to avoid falling my face as it appeared a good bit above the roof of the building and I got lasered before. Then it seems to the memories I was using rely on flying and being able to float in the air. As I land, I cursed that even with 3 fragments, I still can't properly fly. I knew this was going to be a problem when I first met Teki. What was my phone yelling about? Phone, do you have any reason for yelling at me? All these alerts are from like 15 hours ago. Fuck you. No one's here now? That's understandable. Very understandable. But by moving around the battlefield with it, I could put my positions. Instead of covering bounds, I hear from the zzz. The one must be dozens of layers firing. Even though the beams are both below and behind me, the dim glow that emanates behind me is intense enough to let me cast a shadow during the day. Shoot! I shout as I turn around. So every few seconds, the scene I see doesn't fill any fountains. Lasers already started to appear up here. I hoped by going high, I could get away from them and lower the height disadvantage I'd have in this fight. We accomplished neither. Up on the roof, I could see the woman, now only a few meters away. It was far enough that I probably couldn't jump the distance unless I was using night strength, but close enough I could better make out the details of our assailant. My first impression was the lady definitely made an intimidating figure from further away. What I thought was a cape seemed instead be a blue bathrobe. I was right about her hair being long, and that was purple, but I didn't see just how long it was. The lady's hair went all the way down to her waist and seemed about as messy and unkempt as Tone's hair. The green undershirt she was wearing was definitely too small for the size of her bust, and I had no idea why someone would need pants with as many pockets as she had. When I squinted my eyes, I could see that she had a black utility belt on, but I sadly couldn't make out what she was carrying. Tone was doing exactly what I was hoping she'd do, fighting a lady in air-to-air combat. Well, I wouldn't say combat, but... Tone eyes on pain as the beam collided her from behind. If there's any burned clothes or searing flesh coming off. This is a Maku spell card duel. It's not supposed to be lethal. I grimaced over the fact that Tone was just cursed and the fact that this entire situation definitely doesn't make sense with Lady's part of Noon's cradle. If she was, why would she be using the Maku? Why would she find a way that couldn't kill either one of us? So clear that there's a massive misunderstanding, but I've got no clue what's being misunderstood. Sadly, I don't have the time to sit back and think. Despite floating around the air and seeming to just have a few presumably magic circles around her, the lady doesn't look like she's fired off a single Maku shot. Memories. Letting someone else's instincts take over for a second, I dodge a laser by the skin of my teeth and I feel that slight bit of power Grace gives me. Magic circles near the lady are the same color as lasers, so it makes sense that she's somehow firing them off. For my Damaku duels with Tomo and Teki, along with the memories I was getting, Damaku usually had a starting points. The place where they originated from was always clear. And these lasers actively were fired minutes ago and moved at a speed appropriate as such. So here I was, having to keep dodging lasers I moved far too fast and appeared far too often, being forced to stay on the sidelines until Tomo fights the lady. It's, to be frank, annoying as hell. It's all hell. I plan to take pot shots and use a little trickery to help Tomo and get some more advantage during this fight. But how often the lasers are coming out and how tight the timing is to avoid them, there just isn't enough time to do anything helpful. Except each time I dodged a laser, I heard that soft clicking-like sound of Grace activating. I don't know why, but I was definitely getting more power from each laser I dodged than what I expected to get from normal Damaku. Miku's spiritual power goes down 1. I grimace as one of the lasers gets a bit too close and pings me in the shoulder. There's a shocking amount of force behind the beam, and it sends me reeling back as I threaten to go off flying off the roof without the benefit of not going splat. Did you miss an action scene? We're in the middle of an action scene, eh? Also, welcome. We're in the middle of action scene where Tomo and Miko are fighting mysterious woman who looks. Actually, I can pull up a photo of this. Hold on. I should be able to pull up a picture of this. Not that one. I should be able to just look up. No. Okay, I should just look up the character's name. This is a neat. I mean, this is a Gray Slime's drawing. He looks like Blue Blanc because why not? Like, you missed everything. Don't worry, we're in the middle of a fight scene, Clips. You didn't miss everything. You just missed most of the things. You've missed everything important. I'm sorry, Clips, that you have chosen to be failing today. Don't mean that. Please don't leave me. Anyway, this is a rough idea of what the character we're fighting looks like. Get rid of the staff. She doesn't have that. But keep the clothing and everything else, and that's what she looks like. Also, that's another thing by Clips, because Clips is awesome. Yeah. If you don't think Clips CH is awesome, you are lame. There's a strong amount of force behind the beam, and it sends me reeling back as they're going flying off the roof. While thankfully it doesn't feel like it was hit by a heat ray, I still feel like it just stood out in the sun for the entire day. 10 times that is. The face twist, I recover my footing and keep dodging. Seriously, how are lasers Damaku? There's nothing fantastical about them. Oh, screw this, I shout, grabbing on into my purple side and pulling out the bomb. Fire in the hole, I yell with glee as the fuse lights itself. Sure, there's no cover on the roof for me to avoid the explosion, but as Nari so helpfully informed me, this isn't really a bomb per se. It's more like a magical Damaku bomb that destroys only Damaku. Makes me wonder if I could use another kind of Damaku to destroy Damaku. As the fuse reaches the end, I cover my ears and make sure to put that question away for when I'm not in the middle of a possibly life or death fight. Boom. Man, I really should realize that being this close to a bomb, the Damaku won. If anyone thought you were awesome, you wouldn't have been condemned to play Neptunia. I didn't tell chat to vote for Neptunia. You do not have to. Do not blame me for your own decision. I did not tell you to put the poll into my chat. You decided to. That was entirely your fault. I did nothing wrong. You did everything wrong. That's your fault. Also, you enjoyed the Neptunia more than you've ever joined any Neptunia before. You're fine. It's fine. Maybe you end up liking it. Practically, it's a garlic grenade if your enemy was a vampire. That's not a bad way of putting it, honestly. Well, it's going to hurt both my ears and my eyes. I have to blink quite a few times and rub them rather hard to finally be able to see again. But during that time, while I certainly can't see, I can hear the results of my work. Thank goodness I actually did things at least half right. I hear a sizzling sound, and with it, the heat around me dissipating. When I open my eyes, I can see the wonderful sight of a new clear sky, with only the only Damaku being Tomo's near constant stream of furniture being thrown at the lady. The lady, still recovering from the sunburst of light, has her eyes closed while Tomo's are wide open with a feral glee, clear to see. Spiritual power down 2. The lady wriggling moves around in hopes of avoiding the inevitable attack that comes at her during the moment of weakness. Though she manages to avoid most of Tomo's shots, a stray phone followed by a chair manages to knock her on the head, sending her close to me. Now circles next to her, girl below brighter as she opens her eyes and lets out a deep growl. I'm not. Now closer, I can see as she pulls out her belt and knife. In a single motion, she raises it and makes a shallow cut on her wrist. With a flick of her wrist, blood flies out and onto both of the magic circles. In an instant, they turn a dark red. I'm not letting you ruin my life. Again! You thought getting slapped in the face was better than getting stabbed in the gut. Keep doing it. You said you like it. Literally. Look. I do not stand abuse, but I do stand bowling Clips until he plays every game that you desire. It's just the right thing to do, you know? Yeah, you know. She's out with conviction. Memento, Spider Lily Grave. For a second, nothing seems to occur. Then the second respite ends. You said 7 is better, not that it's good yet. We'll get you liking not a Toho game, a Neptunia game yet. We'll get you to like one. Underneath both me and Tomo, an ominous red mark appears. Trusting instincts, my fragment, I take out the nimble fabric and wrap myself in its impossible dimensions. In the moment that I'm separated from this reality, from the red mark on the ground that had quickly grown in intensity, sprouts a fountain of red Damaku orbs. Miraculously, the center of the orb burst clears just in time for me to be safe when I return. Around me, 5 lines of Damaku all fall slowly in the shape of a pentagon. Rain of spiders. I mean... Wait, isn't that a... Wait, fuck, isn't that a meme? Isn't that... Fuck. By the way, when I write, like, the Damaku and, like, the spell cards and stuff, I do very much try to envision what it would look like in an actual game. Like, how would this work? What would it be like? How does it go about? Like, I don't, like, I want them to be something that you can see in your mind as being real. Which means that sometimes these fight scenes take a bit longer than usual to come up with. So it'll be like, hold on, I need to figure out what I want, how this is gonna work, how it's thematically appropriate and stuff. A quick glance at Noah shows that she had thankfully managed to get out of the way of the burst by heading downwards. Though for neither of us is this a moment to rest as quickly another blotch of red forms underneath each of us. Saying a quick prayer that Tomo will be fine, I roll away, avoiding the next burst that comes from where I was staying moments before. Doing so, though, has me colliding right into a falling Damaku shot from the first burst. So, her spiritual power goes down. Instead of being hot like a laser and colliding with this Damaku, felt like I was being dunked into a freezing cold river. I rubbed my shoulders, instinctively trying to warm myself up. Okay, so she can use spell cards. Definitely not Cradle. I muttered as I jumped forward to avoid another burst of Damaku from under me. With the next few explosive sprouts, I get a good idea how this spell card works. The initial explosion from underneath isn't too hard to dodge, but it's lingering Damaku afterwards that causes problems. The faster I try to go, the more spread out the Damaku that lingers is. They stay around for a good second or 3 before disappearing. Tomo, quick, do that super Bia thing or whatever. Nico, probably. Fun fact, rain of spiders are real apparently. Wow, is it in Australia? I'm thinking it's the Hell continent, you know, the place where Hell was and then had to move away because it was too horrible. Now, I imagine there's some unique differences this presenting Jomo at the minute, but for me, I'm just having another reason to be jealous of her being able to fly, because I'm rapidly running out of room to move her around on the rooftop. No matter how hard I try, I can't find a good moment to pull out the umbrella and hop away from this hell zone. In my panic, I end up using the fabric again. In that instant of safety, I looked towards the bow in the air. Tomo was managing to dodge very well, but she's also on the run without a moment to fight back. The lady is staying relatively still with her face scrunched up in what I assume to be concentration. Quickly it clicks. And she's having a concentration to the spell card, and hopefully all we need to end it is a moment. On, I whisper as I reach out the fragment as I return around me. Just a moment. Rebellion. To my eyes, something changes, so I can see the lady's eyes widen in surprise as her world shifts. There's no red glow underneath me, but not knowing if I'll last, I grab from my hands side a handful of Ofuda. Please work. I yell as I toss them out towards our assailant. I literally have no idea how these things are supposed to work as Damaku. I put out a prayer that they'll do something more than just flap in the wind, but as paper usually does, the Ofuda only go out only a couple feet. The thumbnail was Eclipse the HPs again. When you noticed. Yeah, we got a fuck ton of those saved, dude. Like legitimately, I've got a lot of art from you. Like, I can fuel the thumbnails for a while. And in the blink of an eye, that changes. The Ofuda straighten out, and I can see the sliced purple glow enveloping them. Watch in amazement as they fly towards the lady. My expectations are broken once they break. My expectations are broken once. They break again when she tries to move out of the way of the paper, and the Ofuda turns midair. Smooths down, and so do the Ofuda. Quickly she raises her arms up, letting them take the blunt of the hits from the incoming projectiles. Spiritual power goes down. Woo! I turn my head See Tomo cheering. Nice shot, Miko. Oh, you lack most of the context, appreciate the attention in the fight. Oh, you lack most of the context, you appreciate the attention in the fight, but God loves casting spells. It is cool about Toho stuff, yeah. Okay, fuck. I need it. Kind of surprising you never showed the colors images of Aho, Tomo, and Big Guy in the last stream. I gotta have those, right? Do I have them? Let's see. I have the AI generated. This is a picture that... Are you sure you want to remove? Oh god? No. This is an image that Clips just... When I was made with an AI generated thing. So like, wow, that's not Miko, but that is the right hair color and the right kind of eyes. Everything else, though, is a bit too plump. AI? Yeah, that was an AI thing. Do you remember that? You generated that. Bruh, Clips' drawing is better. Exactly! This is what I'm getting. This is why I think the people who go like, oh, AI is gonna, like, ruin our... It's, like, gonna ruin artists' jobs. I look at them and go, brothers, I want a specific kind of art. Clips can provide it. An artist I commission can provide better art than an AI can when I want a very specific set of things. Like, it's anyway, yeah, this was Aho. Come on, color drawings. Come on, I gotta have a couple down here. Do I on this computer not have fucking more saved for Clips' art? Oh, I must. Most of it must be on my other hard drive. Oh, AI is fun to play with. I'll show this at least. This was made by Slime, by the way. Slime, a gray slime occasionally gets in channel. Fuck, this is Tomo Pixart, and God, is it really nice. Like, they're good at pixel art, frankly. I think they do a good job. Oh, you meant the ones you use on your storytime stream? Yeah, I don't think I ever saved them here. AI at least can make fun backgrounds. Yeah, no, that's where the artists actually have something to worry about, is AI are going to be replacing your background artists most of the time. This is like the fucking sea. Cool. God, it's so big. Let's get something smaller. I know this art is humongous. Oh, this is just adorable. Fuck. This is from Tiny Toho memes. It's fine. This is great stuff. This is amazing. Also, one time I gave you some of the most tripped fantasy shadow swords you've ever seen. Again, AI can be cool. It's just, you can't, like, fuck. In the setting of post fantasy, I've actually already kind of like, this is partially based on my realistic expectations of if AI gets advanced enough. And we're still on the same model of AI that we have currently, of like, hey, how do you, like, I think Clips asked a while back, like, hey, what, in this world, how do artists work? Like, how does that go for them? Isn't that all about creativity and stuff? And I answered, okay, in this world, most of the time, artist is like a very niche profession, but artists who usually will end up selling their work to companies with AI programs to fuel their algorithms, and so they can make better art. It's like cool. Also posted memes in our channel. Ooh. Ah, these pictures. Okay, hold on. Open link, I think. Yes, open the link so I can download it instantly. Thank you, my friend. AE 2 1 boom boom boom. Okay, and then go down to here, go over to here, go over to the download, go and just, I gotta rename these to, they are, because yes, put them in, rename, clips, AI color, not all of them are AI color, god damn me, clips, Aho color, Aho smug color. Rename clips Tomo color. Okay, let's get a cute one here. Hold on a second. Oh god, it's cute guy. Showing off the Tiny 2 memes as if the world is ready for the Post Fancy fanfic of the fanfic where Post Fancy is Charles like, bro, putting you on blah. Look, it's a good idea. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine to be, because it's good stuff. I smile back at the ghost, happy in myself for actually being able to break through and stop the spell card, even though I didn't quite understand how I did it with the Fuda. Now come on, just another push and like a truck hurtling down the road, somehow appearing directly in front of Tomo is the largest single Damaku boulder I've seen yet. Like, you wouldn't expect the AI to make Excellion class hexagonal Peerler space stations security HQ in the political center supported by space capable transit tunnels. Yeah. Like, AI is cool. It's interesting. I think people are panicking far too much about, a lot of people panicking far too much about, like, AI's getting rid of artists' jobs and stuff, because artists are currently not going to be replaced by AI. Not as they are. Definitely not. Okay. I'm quite sure it's bigger than me, and as I see it impact Tomo, I'm sure it's at least as big as her. People that know how it works are cringe because they're like, I'm an artist now. Yeah, no, that's lies, effectively. It's like, do you make any part of this? I gave the prompts, you did not make any part of this. Shut up. You are not an artist, and I would call the programmers who made the AI to be more artists than those people. Seemingly great artists that don't know how it works or cringe because my stone art just copy paste. To use certain kinds of words, the based fucking programmers who spend however long creating this algorithm and AI to be able to make art and putting it out for the world to use and see. Tomo, I shout fearfully as Tomo is launched to the ground. Rushing to the ledge, I peer down to see our messy but still flying opponent hovering a few feet off the ground. She raises a hand in the direction of the down Tomo and nothing happens. She then turns to me and does the same. Not thinking very much about what she's doing, I pull out the umbrella and jump down to Tomo's side. Tomo, are you alright? I have to try to ask, but in an instant Tomo is up, and before I know it, grabbing me and throwing the two of us to the side. When I face to the ground, I hear two explosions behind me before I'm pulled up by Tomo. You've seen some people that make AI images that don't like to use the term artist to describe themselves and would rather just coin something specific to AI generation, which is respectable. That's true. Like, if you just like giving, like, because some of these AI artist things like cost money to like use, so it makes sense that people are just like, look, I'm spending money on this and I just want to do it to show people cool stuff. So don't call me an artist though. I'm not an artist. I just like doing this and putting art out there for people to see. Because I think it's cool. Like, yeah, that's respectable. I can get behind that. What makes it more cringe is AI stable diffusion is basically just fancy regression and probabilistic models. While it is really good when it works after some trial and error, it's not perfect. What the heck? I shout, confused to see a large hole in the ground where Tomo and I were moments before. I can see a similar hole where I was standing on the building before. Delayed shots. Tomo says, that's her gimmick. She sets where the boat to appear and then they show up. I know where she's aiming a moment before they'll hit. Wait, what does that mean? I ask. It's all going slightly too fast for me. Is it what a real Damaku fight is like? I wasn't relying so much on my friend. I don't know if I'd be able to remotely keep up. Some of them cost money to use because not everyone can afford just 3090 Ti, so they're the ones that get really good and know how to prompt for exactly what they want. It means rush in and attack. Someone shouts as you rush towards our opponents, glowing green chair in hand. Spiritual power, 2 out of her, only 2 left. Damn it, I can hear the lady whisper. She barely manages to jump away from Tomo's attack. What's going on here? She lifts both her arms and aims at both me and Tomo. Even though I don't quite get how her Damaku shots work, I understand enough to know how to avoid them. Keep moving. So I begin to rush around the streets as the daylight shines on our battle. Every chance I get between dodging the large shots with those speed and the cheat items. I throw out another batch of Afuda. I still have no clue how throwing them does anything, but I'm thankful nonetheless that the lady has to stop firing from one and move one of her magic circles to block the talismans. The entire time, Tomo's changed from firing shots from distance to being as close as possible. With wild bands, she creates chairs, tables, books, and basically anything she can fit in her hands as a Damaku and keeps trying to hit the stranger with it. You just throw everything in your 480 local, laughs and dead. Ha ha ha. How much money do you need Bob up to survive? Oh, I need like $3,000 a month. Oh! Can you make that? No. The prompt part is that as if not more interesting to me than the part that does the art, especially its image association. I think the prompts can be very interesting, yeah. Mostly because it's like you kind of have to game the AI and learn how it works to be like, okay, hold on. When I look up redhead, I get a literal redhead. How do I look up red hair with this specific shade? There we go. It's like there is a bit there's a lot of trial and error to figure out what the fuck are you supposed to do. I need 3K a month. Oh, a GPU costs half that? Fuck AI, I guess. Hey, yeah, that's my feelings. If I made 3K a month after taxes, I'd have around $100 or so, I estimate, to spend for myself a month. Fucking society. Why does it have to be expensive to live? She lifts both her arms and aims at both me and Tomo. Even though I don't quite get how her Damaku shots work, I understand enough to know how to avoid them. Keep moving. So the dual onslaught from us gradually becomes too much for the lady to handle. In a moment where I throw out 3 times the amount of food I had been, coming close to running out of the process, she's forced to block with both her hands. Thwack! Your understanding is that the models on such site you're using will greatly affect what weights, prompts, and patterns of things you'll understand. Spiritual power at 1. The sound echoes in the empty street as Tomo finally lands on a lady with a particularly large book. The blow sends her flying right into a building, her body leaving a spiderweb indent on the structure. You keep meaning, but you want Bobbity to do writing already. I know! Look, hopefully next stream I finish fucking reading up on what happened and then I can start writing because I have all my knowledge back and I can just be like, I have regained my power, let us begin. Spends 2 hours just looking at blank screen. Okay guys, that was a good day, let's keep moving on now. The lady looks utterly exhausted now with her clothes nearly falling off and her belt hanging loosely on. For some reason, like, there's always a funny thing to me about Touhou games is the fact that every time you play a Touhou game and you beat an enemy, their clothes get rattled almost. Okay, there's one time where it doesn't, but like, it's always funny to me that after these it shows that Damaku duels have physical consequences. And the next stream starts saying, I want to die, 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 die. That don't remind me of that. But, yeah, no, it's a funny thing because Damaku is like an in-between world in terms of like the damage it does to people in canon. It seems like, yes, Damaku can physically affect a person, as far as like it can give you bruises, it can destroy your clothes, it can damage the environment. But Danmaku is incapable of killing people. Like, you can hit a person with a Danmaku the size of the sun and they won't die, they'll just be in immense fucking pain. That actually brings up a strange question. Can a person die from the pain of Danmaku? Like, can they get a heart attack? Oh, like I kind of go with like the fact that Danmaku is a spiritual damaging thing mostly. So while they have a physical presence in the world, what they really do is weaken a person's ability to a person's spirit. It can make people explode, evidently. I mean, yeah, fairies suffer that a lot. Fairies just go ba-boom, psh. And Moku too, because Moku is immortal and she's just like, I don't give a shit about my health. What the fuck are you talking about? Desperately hope that she'll stop, but that hope shatters. He pulls herself up and flops onto the ground. Damn it. Tomo growls. He summons another piece of furniture in hand. Can you just stay down? The lady sounds when she gets back up. Her words almost slowing down. She tries to raise her hand up, but even I can see that though she may still have the will to fight, her body doesn't have the energy to keep up with her spirit. No, anytime a boss and toe explode right in front of you, I just assume that's them going like, oh fuck, really loudly most of the time, because then you get a cutscene immediately afterwards that show them just kind of ruffled up with their clothes a bit destroyed. Please listen, I shout as she keeps trying to go. It's all a misunderstanding. Finally, she managed to lift up one of her hands and point at me. Saying weak, I stepped aside a moment later, pathetically small Danmaku bullet flies past me. She tries to run towards me, but all that happens is that she trips and falls to the ground. She just lays there, rising and falling with each heavy breath she takes. I don't know what to do now. Even like this lady, whoever she is, obviously isn't ready to listen to me. She just want to keep striking me like this. Oh, like this three times like this. Wow, I want to fucking die. Tomo, what do you think we should do? Tomo? I return to where Tomo is, except she's in where I last saw her. Thwack. Mech turns lightning quick back to the lady who's been fighting for what felt like hours, but was more likely only minutes. With a loose piece of debris in her hand created from the fight, I see Tomo with a bored expression right above the now unconscious lady. Tomo, do you just hit her with a brick? Dully, Tomo floats up. He gives a long drawn out stretch before answering my very important question. Yes. Why? Look, Tomo puts her hand, decided she didn't do something incredibly... I'm doing her out to think through our borderline best of ghosts. Action. There were three outcomes at this point. A, she posed some kind of super secret skill and we'd have to keep fighting. B, you do the honest talk and calm her down. Or C, something stupid would happen. Well, congrats. I run up and having to step over the hopefully light body of her former opponent. You chose C and did something stupid. Now what? Someone looks at me, the blazing furnace of anger at a minute, and down to the unconscious lady. She looks back and forth, but it's far too many seconds to shrugging her shoulders. Sorry, my voice is dying. Want to take her home? And that's to meet an enemy. Now it's time for unwanted welcome. Oh my god, look at this. Now we're almost getting somewhere that isn't fucking... Stop. What the fuck is this? I shy away from how she casts her rightfully annoyed gaze up to both me and Tomo. Yeah, Eclipse, Tomo indeed. I shy away from Ao as we cast her rightfully annoyed gaze onto both me and Tomo. A body. Tomo responds bluntly. Oh! Taking excitedly bounces towards the body of the lady we just fought. Is it dead? No! I shout, then I look backwards at the lady with a dried trail of blood on her head. At least I don't think so. Tomo had under a small cash for transport. Don't ask me. Didn't ask her how she could do that, but then again, there was and still is a lot more important things to worry about. Like a slight trail of blood that leaked from the lady's head. Seriously, leave me alone for a couple of hours and this happens. Ao sighs as she rubs her eyes. She opens them for Thank me for rubbing again as if this is all a terrible nightmare. Please tell me this ain't a bottle of hate that sent that letter at least. I nervously laugh as I continue to avoid looking directly at Ho. Funny story about that. I was really and this is a perspective break. First time you're seeing this chapter. Whoa. And this is the this series of dots and lines and lines happens. Look, okay, Clips, look, you liked Aho despite you being British for no reasons. It's not British, I swear. Look, okay, look, Clips, you get to rewrite Aho at the end of this, okay? How does that sound? You get to write all of her lines. Does that sound fine? Then you can fucking show me how it's done. I was really scared when I woke up and Mommy was gone. Hello, this is E-Guy's perspective now, just in case you didn't know, which you wouldn't know because this chapter hadn't had a perspective change yet. She'd been crying and shivering while sleeping. I hugged her as tight as I could until Miss Ghost made me move away. Spent a lot of the night with the kid of things Teki had made that were supposed to help Mommy get better. I tried to stay up all night with Miss Ghost to watch over Mommy, but I wasn't good enough to do that. When I didn't see Mommy when I woke up, I thought she'd hurt herself again. Miss Dragon must have heard me crying and screaming for Mommy because she was in the shed before I had even the chance to look outside for Mommy. Showed me that something important was going on and Mommy didn't need to go away for a bit. She let me, no matter how much I yelled, go out to help. I want to help Mommy! Look, guy, she had refused to let go of my arm even as I scratched at her with all my might. Migos, she's out here to keep us safe. But I was crying so hard I couldn't even see Miss Dragon. Well, what am I supposed to do then? She was something. She looked away, but her grip didn't loosen at all. I was surprised when she grabbed the hand I'd been scratching at her with and made me face her. Migu's gonna want to see when she gets back isn't crying, so the best thing you can do for her is have a strong smile on when she's back. Miss Dragon didn't look like she was telling the truth. She looked less sure of what she was saying than Teki explaining how she did her magic stuff. Miss Dragon's Topple was holding my hand. Oh, fuck, okay, gotta explain this shit now. Okay! So, E-Guy's got a bit of a special ability. When she looks at people, sees their Doppel. A Doppel is, Clips fucking did good drawing, so let me pull up an image of this. Yeah, this is a guy, and she sees, if I can find a fucking Doppel image. Hey guys, weird explanation over. Fuck. No, we gotta give an explanation about what the fuck's going on with a guy as known by people right now. Fine, we'll take this. Imagine this is floating by a person, like, or nearby a person, or like a part of them, effectively every time. And this is like a reflect, and what E-Guy sees of these people, it kind of like reflects their real thoughts and how they act. It's fun times. Anyway, this isn't actually one because this is Rumia, but it is fucking close enough. That's a tiny duo fragment. I know, I'm trying to explain, it's hard. But Miss Dragon's Doppel was holding my hand. Her Doppel looked like it knew what to do, and I trust Miss Dragon's Doppel more than her. I'm sorry, did you say you missed her while she was flying in the air during the day? I'm pulling out the memories. I hear Miss Dragon's annoyed voice. It's not that much different than her angry one, but Teki tells me there's a difference. Look, we were expecting to see her normie. Crayo screw-ups don't usually go flying go around willy-nilly. I worked really hard with Teki once the dragon brought me to the shrine's big room, the one where we eat to clean up and not look like I've been crying before. Though no matter how much I asked, she wouldn't tell me why Mommy and Miss Ghost weren't around. You memed again. It's fine. She said it was a super serious thing for the adults to handle. Miss Dragon probably laughed when she heard Teki say that because she's wrong. I don't get it. Why wouldn't they fly? Flying's awesome. Here, Teki, just on my sight say. Miss Dragon shouted really loudly when she saw Mommy and Miss Ghost walking up the shrine. I was really excited to rush out and see Mom again, but then Miss Dragon said a word that Teki had listed as bad. Teki told me to stay inside while she went to check what was happening. Because, Mommy laughed nervously. It's supposed to be against fantasy, and flying isn't exactly normal. Or, well, I mean it's possible, but I really want to get a closer look to see the body that Mommy brought back. I never seen a dead person before, and Teki said Miss Ghost didn't count for some reason. Look, no, on this fucking PC specifically. This PC specifically. Okay, I gotta save that. I saved all this stuff to a fucking other PC. Anyway, this is a fucking doppelganger person. Also, Miko is wonderful. I love fucking exhausted Miko. I really want to get closer to see the body that Mommy brought back. I've never seen a dead person before, and Teki said Miss Ghost doesn't count for some reason. But you're not supposed to be hearing this, and I don't want Miss Dragon to make me leave. Don't care, Miss Dragon cuts off. I agree with you that she doesn't sound like someone from the Creo from what I know and what was said. And going for something non-lethal like Damaku really doesn't fit with the message we got. Yeah, Mommy cheers. That's what I was thinking. She's feeling awkward, Igai. You know, that's silly an explanation of bringing earlier, right? It's incredible how loud Miss Dragon is when she's sighing. It's like a kettle boiling, except it's really low-pitched. For goodness sake, Miko, she ain't even tied up. That's what I was saying, Mommy turned to Miss Ghost. I understand how a couch is reasonable, ropes are just off limits. Look, Miss Ghost draws out as I take the giant risk to move closer to the entrance. I really want to see the body. There's a reason for Igai acting like this, and like if you understood Igai from other chapters, if you've seen her, you'd understand that this is kind of strange. But I got reasons. I have reasons. Is what I remember. This I had reasons for doing this, and I'm happy with those reasons. We beat her once, it wasn't too hard. No her gimmick now, so even if she tries to cause trouble, just go whook, brack, and she's out. Thank you, Miss Ghost, doing a great job by distracting everyone else that I'm able to hide right behind the screen door of the entrance. I can see the body finally. Right away, I can see that person isn't dead. I guess I don't think she's dead, but it's kind of hard to see past her staggering amount of doppels resting on her body. It's amazing and weird. They don't even look like her either, but I know for a fact that they're her doppels. Hey, guy, want to see a dead body? A guy nods curiously. Fuck, it's great. I love it. I love it. Ooh. I quickly slapped my hand over my mouth after being really dumb and let my voice slip. I definitely noticed by at least Miss Dragon and Miss Ghost as both their doppels quickly look towards me, but then they don't say anything. Maybe because it's not a dead body, it's okay for me to be here? Brock? Teki has her notebook in hand. She reads Miss Ghost. Is that like bunking? Because I don't have that word anywhere in my notes. Girl, I just mean we could literally just hit her with any... Just hit her without Damaku. Miss Ghost points to the body. Even if she was using Damaku, she's still threatening to kill Miko. Not exactly gonna feel bad about punching her. Fuck. Miss Dragon stops her fingers both Mom and Miss Ghost's face. Crazy lady, here. Why? Now. Thought since she's probably not Creo, we bring her back. Also, fuck, there should be a space. Miss Ghost tugs on one of her hoodie strings. Lady wasn't exactly seeming willing to back down, so I thought we'd just knock her out and talk things out here with you lot. Take it from me. This lady's like only a 3 on the threat scale comparing her to Creo's people. I'm so confused. Why do they keep mentioning the cradle? That's the thing for babies. Why would a body that wasn't dead need one? Even as I dare step onto the wooden porch outside, I can't see any reason a big lady like her would need one. Wait a second. I swear when the dog just looked at me. It'd be so cool if it did. Hey guy, want to see a dead body? Yeah, I do. I still want to tie her up. Mommy shakes her head. No, I definitely want to tie her up. Now I've got some rope in the shrine. I think he's talking more to Miss Dragon and Miss Ghost how they'll tie the body with the body and stuff that I'm glad they aren't talking to me about. I don't think any of them noticed when Teki makes this small white thing and puts it around the lady's strange lady's wrists. I don't get how Miss Dragon doesn't notice when Teki does her magic. It's really obvious when the air flares when she does it. I try to go closer over to get a closer look at the lady, but even without looking at me or stopping her conversation, Miss Dragon puts her arm in the way. And she keeps moving, so I can't just walk past her even if I try to get around her. This ghost just said the lady wasn't very dangerous compared to a cradle. I should be allowed to be over there with Teggy looking at her. Can't wait for the reveal that it guy is a terrorist of some kind. Because Bob distrusts little girls who eventually manifest in this story? No! No, it guy is not terrorist. It guy is good girl. Stop! Good girl with good heart. Stop. She has good intentions. Stop! My jokes have been turned on me. I don't enjoy this. I'm not enjoying this at all. I should be able to get over that. I have, because this was very unfair, especially since I'm putting on my best smile. This whole time to make mommy happy and show how strong I am. At last, from where I could still look at Lady's Doppel, yeah, that definitely one definitely looked at me. I mean, yeah, that one definitely looked this way. You know, confused. This is the coolest thing ever. You know, and hang on, let me put my Bob hat on. That's just her working her way closer to the group before acting her terrorist plan to take over. You can't do this! You can't! This isn't allowed! You can't do this to me! You know, in hindsight, we really should have just asked Techie for help. I say embarrassed that I hadn't thought of doing that in the first place. Ended up spending a good few minutes finding a rope to tie the lady with, and it turned out Techie already zip-tied her hands together. So, to be fair, we all learned what? Don't shrugs her hands? Not even 2 days ago that she could just floop her hands and make stuff appear? It's strange being in the guest room again. You like the fact that Mike mutes screaming bop-bop noise? My chat betrays me. My microphone betrays me. Myself betrays me. There's truly no one in this world I can trust. I am truly alone in this endeavor. What a horrible fate. Oh, it's strange being in the guest room again. I've never seen it myself. Dad used to tell me that our family used to be a lot bigger, and because of that, we would have whole rooms than if trying to devote being bedrooms for family members. So it was just me and my parents living at the shrine, though. Most of those bedrooms have been converted for different things. The only bedroom that remained was the one next to my parents' room. I recognized even when I was a kid that it was weird we had a guest room when we never had any guests, but I never guessed it ended up using it as a makeshift prison. Sure, there weren't any iron bars, but we ended up using furniture in the room to make a perimeter around half the room. I used the room twice. The compressor is the real MVP of the streams. Compressor. How dare you? How dare you compress her, compressor? Oh no. Remember, guys, that itself wasn't going to do much, so since we saw the rope, we used it to make a primitive alarm system. Assure me that tell us that it would tell us if the lady tried anything, but I didn't feel very certain that she wouldn't be able to just carefully move and avoid the hanging rope. So I'm brushing over to get a stack of food from the supply room. They were really old ones since I didn't feel like I had the time to make my own. All different kinds of charms to keep evil spirits and yokai ray. Really having to hope that both just work like the ones I threw during the fight and they work for keeping yokai in as well as out. My face scrunches up and I shake my head, frustrated and embarrassed that we're doing this. All I want to do is talk to the lady. Even Al agrees with me that she's probably not from the cradle, and if that's true, then this is all a huge misunderstanding. It does not sit right with me that I nearly exterminate someone because we talk past each other. Also, waiting for the moment Techie betrays everyone and realizes that she never had any problems because I'm not going to. Techie isn't gonna stab anyone in the back. I don't know if she even remembers how to hold a knife. Stop! You assume the worst out of my characters. I assume the worst out of the Trails characters because the Trails characters are in an anime. This is an anime. There's no images. Wait, fuck. Clips made art. There's images. It's anime. Shit! I've done everything wrong. Everything wrong. As I shake my head, frustrated, embarrassed that we're doing this all. Guard anime, bruh. Lamau, even. Clips has made anime, as you can see. Even though Gray Slime is more of an animator than he is, because Gray Slime has made an animation. Oh. That's why I wanted to at least know why she attacked us. If we learn that, then hopefully this can all be water on the bridge. Because Tomo knocked her out instead of just letting us talk there. And then the bridge would go to the ocean. Let's keep that in mind for later. Says, waving her hand dismissively before looking around the room. Now, are you sure these talismans are even going to do anything? I'll touch one of the talismans on the wall. If she makes contact with it, the talisman bursts into flames and disintegrates in less than a second. Not saying they don't respond to yokai, she says while wiping her hand on her coat. But despite what you and Tomo said, she ain't seemed very yokai-like to me. Another need to be spaced. Everyone looks towards the lady on the other side of the room, resting on top of the futon. Teki had insisted that it was good manners to keep a prisoner, and God, did I die a little more on the inside when she said that. Good manners to keep a prisoner should be kept. What the fuck? Teki had insisted that it was good manners to keep a prisoner should be kept healthy. It was good manners to keep a prisoner. Comfortable. You've dipped your toes into animation before. It's way too much for little reward. It's crazy. People that are good at it are insane. You respect it. So yeah, no, I do too. I do too. Animation is like, hello, how would you like to lose your limbs? Wait, what? Here's your 12-second animation. You took both my hands. Yes. Honestly, you could probably get a better deal from the devil in return for your hands than you can for actually doing the work yourself. She quickly had a once over the lady and cleaned up her head wound. Now, without her bathroom and belt, both which Teki took because they were getting in the way, she looked battered. For I can tell, that's the big difference between a Danmaku duel and a spell card duel. It didn't seem to be the rules, but to what extent the participants were physically harmed. Her hair, already messy, was like a bird's nest. Her undershirt had burn and scuff marks on it. There were some tears on her pants from the rough landing she had at the end. At least then you get cool robot hands to impress a girl with? I suppose. Maybe if I just looked at her clothes, I would have assumed she was a bloody mess. But no. Besides the wound on her head that Tomo had given, her body was near fine. Guess that's the power of Danmaku at work. What? I say as what Aho finally catches up with my brain. She was using Danmaku and used magic circles. Isn't that yokai stuff? An explanation for Miko and for members of the audience who don't know better about why the fuck that isn't actually why that's kind of a ridiculous thing to say. Oh, you're talking about fucking. I'm not too zoomer to watch Futurama. I'm too much of a fucking YouTube kid to watch Futurama. That's the problem, Clips. That's the actual problem. I was too much on YouTube. Guys? Hold on. Aho and Tomo both looked at me like an astronaut was interested in drawing the cradle. Guys? What's with the looks? Miko, you can do that kind of stuff. Tomo groans. Maybe not the magic circles, those fragments of yours honestly making you more like a yokai than this gal. But I'm just a normal human without the fragments, I sputter out. There's no way she could be a human doing what she did. The magic and animation is managing to steal recycled frames. Oh, the best magic. Truly a trick worthy of clapping if they hadn't already lost their hands. Hey, don't go looking all offended. Tomo raised her hand to block the heavy blow of my earnest plea. I actually agree with you there. There's no way a human could just use Danmaku like that. She lifts her head and is back down, sighing as to remember an annoying event. Believe me, I know. Huh? Wait, does that mean Tomo tried to teach a human how to use Danmaku before she met me? I know she's mentioned having friends, but she's really a short cough draws both Tomo and my attention. Actually, it used to be sort of possible. Huh? Is that a sound that rebounds in the room? No shot, Dragon, Tomo huffs. It means just don't got the strength of spirit to use Danmaku. After them, it's just a dream. Nah, that would back me up here. I'll scratch her behind her ear and attempt to drag out a memory. Because even as much as I didn't go around shining up humans way back when, I still remember seeing a few use magic. No Damaku, but I honestly barely saw anything as kitty as Damaku where I went. That sounds, well, incredible. I couldn't do any magic on my own, and God knows I tried very hard as a kid to use it. Without the Yin Orb, I wouldn't be any different than a normal human. The thought that there was a time when humans could do yokai-like things sounds amazing. No need to pay for extensive installs and turns to fly. A person can use that through their own will. Also, Baba, do you know that there's a good chance that you may catch up with Clips at Azure? Hey, that's a hilarious joke. No, I'm not. Do you remember how long Chapter 2 took to do? I'm not catching up. It's a nice dream, but it's not being fulfilled. I vaguely remember there being mentions of such in both the Gensoku Chronicles Teki's notebook, but honestly I just assumed at the time that was humans and Teki mistaking yokai for humans. Actually thinking about it, that could still happen sometimes. Teki has wings, someone does ghost things, and I'll emerge from the lake like a proper creature of the night. All of them, even from the moment I first met them, were all clearly inhuman. The only one of the people at the shrine now that I didn't realize was inhuman right away was Igai. I don't even know if I ever would have realized she was the yokai wasn't for Teki and Aho. I sort of get how humans and fantastical beings are different conceptually, but with Igai and the lady bleeding like an old person, I realize I don't know what makes any of them different from a human physically. As long as intermission wouldn't take an eternity, it may. Cliff sincerely thought that I gained ground on him when I played third, but I still managed to have double normal person's playtime in that game. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna have to end things off. Hold on. Can I copy and paste this? I can. Cool. Okay, we're gonna have to end things off there. Let's turn off the audio, music. Hello, Josette says hi. Okay, we're gonna have to end it off there. Hopefully tomorrow I finally finish reading the fucking stuff, and I can, properly move on and start writing again. That'll be nice. As well, I will say thank you all for coming for this writing. Writing stream. Yes. And I hope you're excited for tomorrow, where I'm actually hopefully gonna start writing words. Words. I'm gonna have words written. Oh, that'll be great. But yeah, gonna be going live tomorrow, same time. If you like anything about the stream, leave a like. If you have anything to comment, leave a comment. If you have anything to comment about the story or want to understand Toho more, just fucking comment that too, I guess. Yeah, I think that's about it for now. So thank you all again for coming. We all have a great rest of the day. And until next time when I'm hopefully reading and not being terrible, I gotta get up close. I have to say something, but I gotta say, welcome to Post Fantasy, a story where fantasy is dead, and a shrine maiden is trying to revive it. Goodbye.